Wedding ruminating with Jackson, wedding of the century, a striped Danio fish theme. Today is Saturday, 20 June 2026, and here I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, ruminate about a theme wedding of me with my soulmate Jackson vying for wedding of the century. That is a theme of a striped Danio fish. And I've had a pet Danio who's lived in this very room with me for over 5.00 consecutive years. And my Michael Jackson, had a pair of pants for a human nature performance, at least as portrayed in the 2026 film. Michael, that looked a bit like my striped Danio's stripes, only rotated like 90 degrees, so they were vertical instead of horizontal. And so this is part of, I was thinking of putting 5 videos out, so this is the 3rd one, and kind of talking about dueling weddings, so to speak, for between this one and my Jacob Elordi wedding old time. And so here we go, is kind of some of my ruminating for this one. Ground rules. Wedding eligibility criteria. I, Tanis, she, her, hers of Seattle, am the bride, and my soulmate is the groom. At the ceremony, the bride, groom, officiator, and all other wedding attendees are in waking mode and not under the influence of drugs / alcohol. Thus far, I have 0 weddings that are eligible for this. The wedding is successful, meaning each the bride and groom accept the other in a husband or wife role, respectively. Stereotypically, they say, "I do," at the altar. In advance of the wedding day / wedding night, the bride-to-be and groom-to-be commit to a period without sweet, sweet loving. They opt to wait for the wedding night. This applies to all the soulmates of the bride who help train her for the wedding night. All right. Does my Michael wear his black and white striped pants for the human nature on stage performance in the 2026 film? Michael, yes. So a theme wedding would include apparel, attire, maybe there's a attire. It would be kind of, do we take it to be an immersive experience outside of the garments themselves? That would be, I'd say, is a very big one. And then we'd also need to preserve the hierarchy. So the officiator might need, my Michael Jackson is looking really good, and he's striped Danio look. We need to have a look in line with the theme and the ambiance that retains the authority for the officiator, from my perspective. So there's a little bit of, it would require coordinating a little bit, possibly, not necessarily, but with particular wedding members who probably should be coordinated with anyway. The guests get to be like, we're dressing as Michael Jackson or a fish. Michael Jackson is the fish. We're all wearing beat it outfits. No, okay. Anyway, and moving like a school of fish, like in the movie. Okay. All right. Additional stuff. He trains me for the wedding night with my Josh and the Critters bonus trainer of Andrei Minikov. So a bonus trainer may or may not be involved. It's a bonus if they are. Internal, external interactions stabilization. If we do something, is that covered in the press? Source, one of us. Do we see it covered in the press? How do we accommodate / acknowledge, neutralize, or cancel impact accordingly? Do we develop a 0 tolerance policy and or procedure for harassment, discrimination, misinformation? This matters for my cardiology, self-experimentation. That is why some people / topics do not ever get covered by me. I do not seek to harm myself. Misinformation can be a very fruitful source of stress. Stress supposedly can cause conditions such as cancer and high blood pressure. I do not want harm for me nor the groom. We aim to rise above the endless streams of death seekers / death-seeking behavior. And then 2 last elements that are ruminated about. The proposal. He wears the outfit / hairstyle from the 1988 London performance scene Song of Bad. From the 2026 film Michael, I say yes. It's a look for me, his lady. I say yes. It's a yes. An eternal commitment, yes. Look, the eternal commitment for a wedding At step 1, stage 1, the eternal commitment comes at an engagement, not at the wedding ceremony. Technically, it's like a confirmation of what's already been said. So the like real yes. It's kind of like the conception of a child, right? It's been brought into the world. People can change their mind. It might not be, commitment might not be their strong suit, or something bad happened, or something like that. But it's a confirmation later, the birthing. All right, and then last element for this ruminating, vows. He reads his vows first. I read my vows second. This order per observations of my content previously published publicly on YouTube. People attend to, with my content, there's this interesting thing where people might attack the last thing that was published, and I was like, all right, men first. They can deal with me. So there we go. That's Ruminating with Jackson, Wedding of the Century, a striped Danio fish theme.